Selecting the right plants for bees is important, but just as important is keeping away from plants that are unappealing or harmful to bees. Provide plants that attract pollinators, even if you don't grow food, to help sustain their populations, which are sometimes declining. It's a Sprouted Seeds YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. 1. Some Tilia species. Bumblebees are poisoned by certain Tilia species members, such as linden or lime trees. They may even die if they consume these species. Small and large-leaved lime are safe species of Tilia. Weeping silver lime, Chinese lime, silver linden, and Caucasian lime are among the toxic species. 2. Swallow-Wort. Swallow-Wort, both pale and black, is an invasive plant that poisons monarch butterflies. It is associated with milkweed, a plant that monarchs require for procreation. This species is mistaken for milkweed by butterflies, who lay their eggs on it. Regretfully, this toxic plant does not allow the larvae to survive. These twining vines, native to Asia and Europe, are destructive in the United States. Get rid of it right away if you find it growing in your garden. 3. Red flowers. Because of a phenomenon known as colony collapse, bee populations have declined, making them one of the most crucial pollinators to preserve. Selecting flowers that draw bees is crucial if you want to support them by growing nectar-producing plants. Humans are not able to see ultraviolet colors, but bees can see a wide range of colors. But their vision of red is not very good. Bees are not harmed by red flowers, rather, they are not drawn to them. 4. Cucurbits. The cucurbits don't attract bumblebees and honeybees. Melons, squashes, and cucumbers fall under this category. In fact, feeding on cucurbit pollen can harm bumblebees and reduce their ability to reproduce. Cucurbits do have pollinators, otherwise they would not produce fruit. However, avoid these plants in your garden if you actively attempt to assist bumblebees and honeybees. 5. Yellow jessamine. Finding yellow jessamine is another plant that is toxic to bees. This is a common ornamental in the southeastern U.S. states. It yields fragrant flowers that are vivid yellow in color. Unfortunately, some bees are killed by the pollen and nectar. If a honeybee consumes this plant, it may perish in a day. Although it is a native species, it kills introduced bees that are frequently found in gardens today, but it does not harm native pollinators. 6. Swamp titi. Similar to yellow jessamine, swamp titi is indigenous to the southeast of the United States but detrimental to invasive species such as honeybees. The small, shrubby swamp titi tree bears lovely clusters of white flowers. Bees are drawn to the fragrant flowers, but the nectar they bring back to their hives is harmful. Purple brood is a condition that beekeepers report causes bee larvae to turn purple and eventually die. 7. Any invasive plant. Any plant that is classified as invasive in your area is bad news for bees and other pollinators. Indirect effects of invasive plants occur even when they yield flowers and nectar that they enjoy. Native species that pollinators depend on are pushed out by invasive plants. Certain pollinators are versatile, adjusting to suit any available plant. Others can only be fed by a small number of particular plants. Invasives may cause some pollinators to suffer if they outcompete these plants. Remove any invasive plants you find in your yard and avoid adding any more. So, if you want to support pollinators, choose the right plants for your garden.